Okay, people. What is it? June 28th, 2016. I wasn't going to do one of these, but... Okay. I'm sitting here minding my own business. It's 11:30 at night. Yesterday, I was out in the front with the rocks. Today, I was in the greenhouse trying to clear it out. Gonna work on that one wall this week to get rid of some stuff in the yard, that foam stuff. You'll see. Right? See if we can grow those pumpkins for Andre and that kind of stuff. Did some stuff in the front. I'm watering right now. It's 11:30 at night. So anyway, I'm sitting here minding my own business. And my middle daughter comes upstairs. And she's asking for mayonnaise. And I'm like, there's no mayonnaise. Except for whatever's in the fridge. But she doesn't want that, right? She wants a new jar. And I said to her, I'm not opening up another jar right now. Well, it's in that cupboard. You know, she wants the keys, right? To unlock it, to take it downstairs. Because her boyfriend was working late and he's hungry. And he has to have mayonnaise on his sandwich. And it's not like I haven't told her before, people. I've told her, like, I'm not in a position, people, to buy groceries. I'm serious. I bought groceries last month. I bought some cheese and that kind of stuff, right? Some extra butter and put in the freezer and whatever, and got behind on the bills, and then because their rent was late last month, came in on the 2nd, got even further behind on the bills, because there's no money, people, right? Very little money. And I bought some groceries. So now I'm having to do like a double, and Visa Commerce is like, I think they're out to bankrupt me. I really do. I think they're in partnership with the Duncan Clan and Fraser Health out to bankrupt me. Because their Visa department keeps charging me an extra $29 a month for late fees. If I'm one day over on their due date, they charge another $29 on top of the $29, and they increased my interest again back up to 19.99%. So anyway, needless to say, I have like a $600 and some odd Visa payment, because it went from $252, I didn't pay that last month, to $620, all in the space of 2 weeks. Between their $29 here and $29 there, and their 6% more in interest. And I'm trying to explain this to my daughter. I tell her, if you pay your rent on the 2nd, I can't pay the bills in terms of my Visa and stuff like that, because I have to pay the hydro and the gas first. And the rent. Rent first, gas, hydro. And then everything else. If I buy groceries, fuck the Visa for the 1 month. But as we can tell, it went from $252 up to $620. If that's not the bank trying to bankrupt me, I don't know what is. As I go to the bank now, people, okay, and I'm asking for a printout on John's account, because I want to see if his sister is still taking out the $1,700 in one pop, transferring it into her account, and then putting it somewhere else, which is telling you that John's in an extended care ward now. Like, he's in an old folks home. That's where they have him now. Because that's how much those things are. $1,550 and up. So she found one for $1,700. Pays them monthly. Keeps the rest for herself. And they're telling me no. Because power of attorney, there's a dispute going on with another power of attorney. This is what the bank is telling me. And I'm like, okay. But nobody's contacting me, people. Like I said, why isn't this in court? If they're disputing power of attorney, why are we not disputing this in court? Why haven't they called me into court yet? Why is the bank playing games? Oh, it's private. What, private? Private that they put John in a diaper and they doped him up and they made it so that they could steal his money and he can't defend himself? Is that what's so private about it? Seems that way. It seems that way. Doesn't it? Think about it, people. Why am I not going to court? Where's this dispute? Who's disputing who? Are they waiting for me to take it court? They know I have no money. I can't even buy groceries. I buy groceries. I go from $252 on a Visa to $620. I'm trying to explain this to my middle daughter who comes upstairs all the time. Like it's her personal fucking grocery store. Asking for this, asking for that. You know, when she gets paid and her boyfriend get paid, they go off and they buy some groceries, they eat it all up, and then the next week, it's go upstairs and ask mom for meat, and ask mom for this, and ask mom for that. Well, anyway, 11:30 tonight, she comes upstairs, and she's demanding fucking mayonnaise. The only thing is, people, she wasn't going to pay her rent this month, because she got injured at the job, right? So she hasn't been working for a month. Workman's compensation was supposed to pay for her time off, but they haven't, so she hasn't gotten any money there. She's been borrowing money through those borrow, lend, pay today and get paid tomorrow and whatever, and they're just big traps. And so, like, and then she just, well, I'm just, you know, not going to pay rent. And I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to pay the fucking bills? Right? So I said to her, you need to ask your boyfriend to cover it. And even then I have to wait for the second, people. I'm supposed to pay my Visa at the end of June. I got to phone him up tomorrow and tell him I can't pay him until the second. And that's assuming that I get my rent. Because now that I didn't give my daughter mayonnaise tonight, and I wanted to keep it locked up because I might want a potato salad between now and the next 3 months. A nice fresh jar of mayonnaise, 1 jar out of 3 fucking months to have a potato salad. I said no. I don't know. She started calling me names. She started calling me names, people. Storming around. I said to her, I said, you sound like your sister Sierra calling me names. Oh, you're just a leech. Just a leech. Because they're required to pay rent. And they're required to pay rent on time. And even then it's not enough fucking rent. Hurting my feelings. Like, seriously. They're hurting my feelings. So that's why I'm doing this video. Because my feelings are hurt. Right? I'm doing the best that I can. Right? I'm taking some really hard fucking hits. I've been taking some hard hits for a long time. And I'm still taking them. And my kid wants to run around and call me a fucking goof. And this, that, and whatever else she can spew out of her mouth as she's storming down the stairs because I won't give her a jar of mayonnaise so she can go make a sandwich for her boyfriend because her boyfriend is paying her rent on the second, even though both of them should be paying it at the end of the month so that I can give it to the first on my landlord, to my landlord. And I can meet my bills on time. And then have no money for groceries. Well, they eat because they got money. I don't have money, though. Something wrong with this camera, people. There's something wrong with this camera. Why am I not surprised? Right? There's those energy weapons that they directed me at my house. I have it on video. There's no denying. When I go to court, I'm going to ask the judge to look at those videos and tell me what he thinks they are. Right? I have a right to do that. I'm being gang stalked on YouTube. Right? Obviously gang stalked through Fraser Health when John was up in there. Right? Oh! I found a letter today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull out my old letters that I had wrote, right, to Fraser Health people. Somebody, Minister of Health, wrote somebody back in 2007 about John and Sierra and about the health care that John received when he had his prostate. I filed a complaint my way through this letter that I wrote. And obviously I was complaining about the health care for Sierra back in 2007. And they actually gave me a letter of response back. You know, typical bureaucratic, well, I'll read it to you. I'll find it, and one day I'll do a video and I'll read it. You know, I'm wondering if when John went into the hospital, if it came up on his file that a complaint had been filed against Fraser Health in 2007 in the way that they had treated John because of with his prostate, the way they were treating him, right? But anyway, you know, as if life isn't hard enough, right? I have to put up abuse with my kids when they want to just act out, right? And they can't get their own way. Shmei's worse, though. I don't know. Too much stress, people. You know, you wake up in the morning and just pick some random person in your house that you love, that's been there forever, and have them just disappear, and then go for the next year and a half of your life, like I've been trying to do with my life, and then tell me what you think about it before you sit up there and start doing this little shit. Because when you're doing this little shit, and I'm talking about Uncle John, and the circumstances that this house is still under in terms of the, you know, the depression and the anger and the frustration and the uncertainty and the fear and the anxiety, the wonderment, the bewilderment, we're all still bewildered here, right? And I guess that's what mothers do, right? They just take it all in, you know, just throw it my way. That's okay. It's just put another sack on the shoulder and keep on going. Is that what we do? Is that what we do? I don't make apologies for not giving up my jar of mayonnaise, because I do want to have a potato salad sometime in the next couple of months. As pathetic as that sounds. As pathetic as that sounds. Because that's pretty fucking pathetic. One jar of mayonnaise, scrapping over a jar of mayonnaise, abusing your mom and calling your names because she wants to have a potato salad next month in the freaking summertime. One potato salad.